Well, I'll put her up in the air, we'll have a look at the shackles and stuff, hey?
What are you going to look at?
Just see what they're like, just see if you like them, see if the bushes are alright.
Hey, listen, this is in phase. Most people...
Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Yeah. I learned about phase from this old bloke down in the post office in Victoria years ago. Yeah, he used to, I don't know, he used to fix Bedford trucks or something.
Now, have you altered that at all?
No.
You might have to when we finish.
Yeah.
Actually, it wouldn't hurt to play around with this and take it off and zip strip it right up.
Yeah.
The brakes on all the new Hiluxes work brilliantly without a load on if you alter the load compensator. Most people, see, years ago, when a lot of people were selling 2-inch lifts,
yeah,
and they weren't altering the spacer.
Yeah, no. I altered that when I put it in, but I haven't touched it since.
That's right.
And all I did was bend it down a bit to make it
work better.
So you're happy with the shackles and the mounts? You want to leave it?
I haven't started yet.
Oh.
What? This is something special.
Yeah, it's got a Fairey Overdrive.
Fairey Overdrive.
Yeah. 16 forward speeds, 4 reverses.
If you ever got to pull apart.
It's been done once. Because when I picked this truck up, it had the extra shaft from a Fairey in with all the bits, and it was completely seized. So I said to the owner, that looks like it's out of the overdrive. He said, yeah.
These are the best. There's 2 models. These are the best. I mean, the transfer case was completely different.
Yeah.
They got a counter shaft, well made, beautifully made, English. But they got a circlet up inside a hole about this far up, and you can get it on.
You can't get it out.
I've had a feel but yeah, so this is all pretty good. Leave it with me for a minute.
Do you want a bar or something?
No. It's interesting. Power takeoff, rear power takeoff. You couldn't get it out here, could you? These were welded at slightly different angles on some vehicles too.
Oh yeah.
And see this here? I'd be getting the shifter and just twitching that down a bit.
What have we got there?
Just.
Oh yeah, gee, that's a bit tight, isn't it?
I'll just get a shifter and bend that when nobody's looking.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
I need a longer hose on that. That's not good at all.
Well, if you, well, that's only breed, isn't it?
Yeah, that one is, but this isn't.
Yeah, just bend.
I'm going to do that right now, actually.
They were lucky to get that 3-inch exhaust the way they did, weren't they?
Yeah.
Gee.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's worked all right.
I know you and your exhaust. We had that photographer. We had that photographer guy here making your exhaust. Remember that? He was good, wasn't he?
Yeah, Mark. Yeah. That's right. He was good with the welder.
Okay, so reach me torch and Jimmy gunny bag next to me.
You want a torch? Yeah, I always got a torch here.
Well, I'm not looking at suspension, I'm just looking at everything else, like, just out of interest. Yeah, that spring's on the way out. She's seeing too much salt water, all sorts of water. Alright, well that looks all good. Okay, I can't tell much about the shackles. They've got these, I'm always been a little bit worried about some of these bushes transmitting a bit of noise and not being flexible enough. So
as opposed to rubber.
We've gone onto the rubber. Well, the rubber compound now with no clay in them, because the clay ones are in the hot weather. The clay ones are actually deteriorating. So we've got some really UV shock absorbers.
I prefer rubber, but I had these. These are actually a set of your old ones from about 10 years ago.
Yeah, well we've changed them now because the really extreme hot weather and a long. Yeah, so
these shockies are gone.
Yeah, I noticed that on the back. So what we'll do, and also I wouldn't mind you putting a steering damper on. Ours are absolutely brilliant.
Okay.
Brilliant, yeah. We've also got shock absorbers for the late model use now with a ball joint in the bottom. A Harmon joint.
Really?
Yeah.
Far out.
Yeah.
Well, one of those Heim joint things.
Yeah. I was going to say one of you, but you sorry.
No. What's the trick with that?
Well, because misalignment is happening on the utes between the top and bottom bush, and also the bottom bush, because it's integral with the spring, it takes all the shock load in a droop position. So we actually got our coils, we've got the smaller diameter wire at the top 4 coils, so they're actually truly progressive. Yep. So that stops it when it goes down, it's not so hard. But now with the ball joint, it accepts any misalignment, which was evident before. They're quite good. They're no gear if you like it.
Can I just point this out?
Hey!
Hey!
There you go.
Blue dog! Oh, they're good value, aren't they? See over here. Is it? You probably haven't seen this stuff before.
Oh, no, I've seen a bit of it before and I've used it often.
I use it religiously. I love it.
We've got, you know, me son's got an 8,000
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
pouring that. What they do, they put it all over the rocker covers before they start them up each time. But he's got to take the valve springs out every time he release them every time he does a run. And
So he's using it as an engine.
well, he used to use Lucas all over the place, but now he's using that.
Yeah.
But this stuff is brilliant. On the stage, I tell people, listen, my boss, when I started, he used to tell me how good it was and tell the people, okay, that's all right. But when I see a guy walking out of the Adelaide show with 2 5 litres in each hand, and I say, buddy, what's going on? He said, I tell you, I run my trucks and no truck leaves my yard without this stuff in it.
Yeah.
And all the subbies are also on it. So then I say to people, it's not my boss telling me any good, it's the user telling me any good. Now I got some power, you know.
I use this as an assembly lubricant too. Anything I put together, I just give it a wipe.
Oh, you know about this, and then I'll let you go. I told you that in Perth, but you weren't listening. In Darwin, if you pull at an extreme angle, the guy who makes that rope told me the only warranty they've ever had is because if you pull an extreme angle, this gets that hot that if you don't back it off when you stop pulling, it'll melt the rope.
Well, that's different. I've never heard that.
You did.
But,
you were too busy.
But in all fairness, if you were to do that, you'd have all the rope loaded up on one side of the winch, and it would have stopped.
Oh,
it would have stopped the winch.
You know about that?
What? Oh, it's they don't have bolts.
Don't they?
I don't think so.
No rubbers.
No, they have rubbers, no bolts.
That size you can twist all over the joint.
Yeah.
This chassis twists 8 inches until you corner to corner. I jacked it up with a forklift once and tried it.
I measured 60 mil.
That's all right. That's a good start.
60 mil.
You got other things bolted on, like this thing here would stop it. Bull bar would stop it. Sometimes roof rack will stop it. That's why homemade roof racks are often better than because they're just all sloppy. Otherwise, the roof rack becomes the chassis. All right. So it's not noisy with a little muffler on it.
No. Well, it's got a section here, just a vibrate pipe, and it's not noisy. No, because the turbo knocks most of the noise out of it. This is out of phase. Slightly.
Rubbish. Yeah, it is slightly one notch.
One notch out of phase.
We won't do one notch, turn it 180 degrees and often go in better that way.
Better that way,
but this is, because if you ever, what happens if you go out of phase, don't you? Yeah. It's a change, they make a noise, but if I put that at 90 degrees, people can't understand that I could be turning this shaft at 500 revs a minute and the other shaft would have to do 2,000 revs a minute for half a rev and 250 revs for the other half. Yeah. It's not constant. Now, if you've got a mechanical, it's got to be in phase, so it's only the tail shaft that's going fast and slow, then it transmits. But the angle of that's got to be the crankshaft angle.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Right. So the other thing is that in constant velocity, you always out of phase if it's a human mechanical.
Yep.
Camera steering.
Yep.
If you have 55 steering, then human mechanical, you have them. What's happening with this is actually going that way and that way, just slightly.
Yep.
And if you've got a steering, it'll go bang, 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 because it's actually every time you go around, you don't hear it here.
Yeah.
It's sliding on the spline all the time. But in human mechanical, the whole tail shaft, this shortens and lengthens in there because this is fixed. Humans, it doesn't shorten and lengthen, so you have the whole tail shaft. So Kenworth, 55, anything with it goes out of phase, unless it's mechanical.
Okay.
But it does make a difference. You can hear them going past here, probably, Bedford trucks. So you got discs on the front of this? This is
it's a disc. It's it came with them. It's an 84, just 84.
Oh yeah.
But we fitted slotted rotors and
all the good
green pads. It's had all the good gear.
Yeah.
It hasn't got power steering. But I like mechanical steering. It's nice and easy.
What pressure do you run in the tyres?
Oh, not that much. I usually run about 36.
35. Yeah.
35, yeah.
Blow them up a bit if you've got 2 missiles sitting in the back.
You said that, not me.